this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Flyweight Division. Powered by Stack Wellness Cafe. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 127 pounds. He trains at PSF Mount Zion and is sponsored by McCarl Family Racing, Elite Loyalty Sports Management, 217 Flavor LLC, and Tattoos by Frank. Joining us from Decatur, Illinois, Brynn, White Lion, Heathcock. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 125 pounds. He trains at Pura Vida, BJJ, and MMA. Joining us from West Allis, Wisconsin, Edwin Perrito Jimenez.
Edwin looking stone cold across the way. Got those eyeballs directly on his opponent, Brynn Heathcock as well. They tap him up, and here we go. Both guys incredible shape for the weight class. And again, what I like about both of these guys' physiques, you can tell they're in shape, but they are not overly muscled, right? So you expect if it has to, it will go the full 15. We already know that Heathcock can no doubt go the full 15. Gets him in the junk, they just move on.
True professionals, you can see how when they come into the cage, their physique, how it looks, if they've been training or not. You can always tell cage side. And both guys look in great shape. They look both ready. They want to win tonight.
Ooh, big right hand from Jimenez, man. Again, Heathcock's got a great chin. That would have crippled many other fighters, I promise you. That was clean.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this guy. I told you, he's coming in, he throws punches and bunches, and he's not standing there for the counter. He's out on angles looking to set something else up. That's why when I first seen this matchup, I go, that's where Brynn could have an issue. But Brynn's dog, so
and
he's
Brynn just got a
things.
really good left right in there. And so that's the first time I saw Edwin blink.
yeah.
I mean, his eyes are on the prize. Oh,
nice left.
Nice little exchange, man. Both these guys have chins. You know, this is another one of those fights. It doesn't even have to be a brawl. You can do a mini brawl of about 3-spot exchange, and who knows who ends up on the canvas. Both guys have big power.
Yeah, don't let the weight class fool you. Both guys pack a punch.
Oh, and there is Jimenez going in for the attack. Great recovery from Heathcock.
Check that kick, he's coming. Keep them hands high. Let him check it, go in.
Heathcock's corner calling for the jab, telling him to stop backing up. They don't like the pressure. Good left exchange from Heathcock on that leg kick. Ooh, Jimenez with that big right. That's another good right cross, man. And the face on Jimenez is stone cold serious as a heart attack.
He hasn't taken his eye, like you said, besides that one punch, he hasn't blinked. He is looking.
I've looked for the blink, have
loaded.
not, yes. And look, Heathcock's doing a good job of getting in there with one. It's not any combos, but he's, you know, again, don't sleep on Heathcock.
That's the thing I like about Heathcock. He can fight from both stances. I want him to set something up from either stance, you know what I mean? We got Jimenez here, just a straight orthodox stance. Heathcock, he's so versatile. He can go from either way, and I think that will be his getting the upper hand on the stand-up battle. Let's see if he can do it.
You know, I don't have the stats here, but I'm looking at their arms, and we might be in one of those weird situations where Heathcock's a little bit taller, but Jimenez has those longer arms, like those Paul Daly arms that are just way long. At the same time, it does look like Heathcock would have a little bit more of a reach with those kicks. So I would suggest, hey, let's try the inside and outside low kick to that left lead.
Coming from Jimenez, like you said, he's got a very good wrestling background. You can't just throw those blindly. You got to set them up with punches. Get, double jab in, 2 3s. cut the angle, get the takedown or a kick, you know what I mean? And then
I like what you said about that double jab. You know, just getting in with that straight. Maybe you just boom, boom, little rabbit punch. It's not utilized very much in MMA, but it does catch you off guard and it sets other things up. Really anybody's round right now with a minute to go.
Both guys right there in range, you know what I mean? They're not backing down from one another. I like it.
There's that leg kick I was talking about. Jimenez, however, comes over with a cross. Jimenez looks like he could be the bastard son of Eddie Bravo, by the way. He looks almost exactly like...
A wild shit.
He's winging them rights. That's what I'm saying. Brynn right now, he can set up so many options from his stand-up right there. Nice switch right there.
You know, Jimenez largely boxing, throwing a little kickboxing in, but not a lot else. And again, I think Edwin edges out this round, you know, ever so slightly, very close round. But I think that he had the bigger strikes that got through. You know, if I'm talking to Heathcock, I think I'm with you. Let's set some things up. Let's try to get 1, 2, 3, get some more, see what's open, and maybe not back up as much.
Yeah.
You know,
that was the key to round 1 for Jimenez. I think he stood his ground. He backed him up a little bit more. You know, maybe landed a couple more cleaner shots. Brynn also, he was switching back and forth, but cleaner shots were definitely, I think, from Jimenez round 1.
Absolutely. We're watching some of the action right now. And again, very, very close and even fight where these guys are right in the center of the cage. There's that leg kick, but again, with that leg kick, Jimenez is able to get in there with that right. Heathcock did a great job of getting on the outside, not getting hit a second time. Very evenly matched fight. Here we go. Round 2 about to kick off.
No inkling of a takedown in round 1.
which is odd. Yeah. But at the same time, hey man, we might be just getting a kickboxing fight. Again, Heathcock is one of those guys, anywhere, anytime, doesn't matter. And if his opponent's going to stand up, he's more than willing to stand up with him.
Absolutely, every time. That's what we like to see from him. That's why he's a crowd favorite. He's ready to go to war on the feet.
There is that head kick. And like I said, I think he's got a little bit of an advantage with the legs on the reach. Good inside leg kick. Heathcock kind of circling around the center of the cage.
Right now, Jimenez is following him. He's not really there you go. He did a better job right there. He's of cutting off the cage. He wasn't cutting off. I'd like to see Heathcock go to the southpaw stance, throw the 2, slip off to the right with a little hook and a kick to follow maybe. You know, but he did a better job, like I said, of cutting it off. He was following him there for a while.
And one of the, great cross right there that lands. One of the ways you can tell that you are having success cutting off your opponent as they get closer and closer to the cage. But at the very end, when he was at the closest, Heathcock did a great job of circling out. Maybe he landed his best strike of the fight with that cross. Ooh, another good left. Yeah.
Put him right here. Don't even wait. Throw that straight right. Get out to the left. Get out to the right there. You know what I mean?
Heathcock starting to find the range right here. Maybe trouble in Jimenez. Again, Jimenez trying to press the action, but it seems like Heathcock's able to circle out and then come forward. Good kick from Heathcock.
When you get guys at this level, it's a game of inches, you know what I mean? Heathcock right now in the southpaw stance, he's got the foot position in the southpaw stance. Not when he goes to orthodox here. When he goes to southpaw position, his foot position is better. He can tear up that leg at will if he wanted to. I think he's looking to set up the hands more than with the kicks.
I'll tell you what, that leg is starting to bruise for Jimenez as he comes forward. You can see some of the cuts up on the upper thigh and the back of the leg. That left leg certainly reddened above the knee.
I like when Heathcock catches the kicks. Jimenez isn't just settling for it. He's bucking out and he's throwing that spinning back fist. That could come into play here in the next round and a half.
Another left gets through for Heathcock.
Get in there.
Corner's calling for it again.
There we go. Get busy.
Nice left there.
Yes.
Nice left by Jimenez.
Oh,
Tighten it up.
answers with another
In
one.
there. There we go. Don't let him off. Don't let him
Chant
off.
from Jimenez, and then he steps out. Again, he is focused. Ooh, nice
2
left.
minutes off that gate.
Turned with a right, kind of caught him on the shoulder, didn't quite get him on the head.
2 minutes. Make some Tony.
2 minutes left in this second round. Very, very closely fought, competitive fight.
Jimenez is definitely controlling the center of the octagon right now. That adds up big points there. You got him backing up there. Oh, first inkling of takedown.
Tell you what, Jimenez has those hands a bit low, especially that left hand. Ooh, see, straight left gets through for Heathcock. He's got to be able to capitalize that with a head kick or something. And there's the big takedown attempt. Heathcock does a good job sprawling,
Nice
looks at the
sprawl.
neck.
Nice
Oh, takes a left on the way up and a right.
I would have liked to see him stay sprawled on him right there, you know what I mean? Slow down a little bit of action, a little bit of pressure that he's got going. Look for maybe a choke there.
Because he did have the underside of the neck, and with that scramble, Jimenez got two very, very good strikes off up top. I was going to say, in that scramble, Jimenez really did come out on top with those strikes. At the same time, Heathcock did a great job of stopping that takedown and possibly making Jimenez think twice before he does it again.
Absolutely.
Harley, that Tony, let the hands go. Let's go.
Just over 30 seconds to go here in round number 2. I'd say this is more than likely a Jimenez round, but again, Heathcock has been very solid with that straight and that leg kick. So the judges may be seeing it the other way. And that takedown was thwarted. Ooh, big left from Jimenez gets through. But Heathcock didn't even breathe.
Didn't look like it affected him at all.
Not at all. Not at all. But we talked about that chin. That's a real chin.
He's back taking the center of the cage here. This is a chess match right here in the co-main event.
And one where they're really throwing. Very, very evenly matched fight. Really good stuff here. Really, again, going to be tough to top the fight of the night contender there. I guess you could call it the headlining prelim.
Yeah.
But this right here, to me, is anyone's fight. You got 5 minutes left. Again, if I'm with Heathcock, I'm saying, hey, the leg kick is there, the one is there. Can we get the 1-2 and the leg kick? I mean, we're watching it right there. There it is right there. He gets the leg kick, he jumps in with the left. Jimenez is unfazed.
Boom, right there. Look at, he's on the outside of his leg right there. Give me something. Give me a straight left down the pipe. Give me a lead leg kick to his leg there, and then follow it up with something. He's just standing there when he switches to southpaw. He needs to be active when he's in the southpaw position.
And, you know, we've complimented Heathcock's chin several times. Jimenez's chin is just solid. You know, he's taking some shots by Heathcock. It doesn't, I mean, look at his face. It's a little marked up, but it is as focused as it was in round number 1.
He's putting on a great performance right now for his first showing.
Yeah, absolutely. And there they go. Touch him up in the middle of the cage. Big leg kick.
I think it's anybody's fight in this third round. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 1-1. I mean, again, they're so close. I guess there could be a judge that has it 2-0 either way.
Right.
But, you know, to my fighters on either corner, I'm going to say, hey, you're going to want the finish. There's no guarantees. You see, this is where he's looking underneath that neck, and that's what we're talking about, right? Able to stuff that takedown really well. Maybe you look for that neck, but then again, you go for that neck, and then all of a sudden the takedown comes and you're in mount. It's tough to tell. We haven't seen these guys on the ground.
I would have liked to see him get that neck there and keep a little more chest pressure on his neck, you know what I mean? That's really going to set it up there. When you got that pressure on their neck and the back right there, you can really do some work there, but he was a little far up. He was looking to stand, you know what I mean? That's where he wants it. That's where he feels most comfortable. Now let's get to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Jimenez left gets through again. Leg kick to the opposite leg.
Nice.
He's had that jab all night. He has not really been able to follow it up with much. And sometimes that jab has come as the second strike after a leg kick. Here's a leg kick on the inside. Big overhand right just misses for Jimenez. Oh,
nice left.
That backed him up a little bit. Again, Jimenez has a chin. Nice left from him. But he definitely got backed up on that one.
Got backed up, but looks unfazed now. Shook it right off, man.
Both these guys have incredible chins.
What a young prospect he's got against him right now. This is amazing. This is awesome.
Step in with more than one, Brynn. You're timing me now. You need more than one.
Right, a nice inside leg kick there. Followed up with a jab after that. You know what I mean? You're right there in range. Follow it up. Just don't give us one. Give us 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Something.
I mean, neither fighter seems gassed. Both very measured. Man, comes in after those strikes. What a great job of Heathcock to push that out and sprawl and get it back to the center of the cage. Got off the cage there, took the strikes, got right back up. And look, Jimenez, that was a real takedown attempt. Again, the way he set that up, you had the strikes, everything. Great fight.
That's 3 takedowns, 3 stuffed takedowns right there. That adds up. You got to look at that as a judge, I'd hope.
I think so, too. I think so, too.
Nice left again.
At the same time, you know, Jimenez does not seem frustrated. Still walking forward, still has the same game plan.
Put him off. 2 minutes to go. Stop chasing.
Not letting the failed takedowns deter him from his game plan or his confidence.
Big left from Heathcock, planted it again. Jimenez didn't even move his chin.
We need more than the lead hand, Brynn. We need more than the lead hand.
Good movement.
About 90 seconds to go in this fight. Really going to be interesting to see what the judges said on the scorecards. Not a cut and dry fight whatsoever. And again, one of those fights where every time somebody tried to implement that game plan, in other words, Edwin going in for those takedowns, just couldn't get it done. And every time that Heathcock has tried to land those big shots, either they haven't landed or he's landed one, and Jimenez literally just right back at it.
Here we go, another takedown attempt, and it's stuffed again. Over 4.
Over 4.
Here we go, 60 seconds left. Someone's got to bite down, and who wants it more right here, I
Absolutely.
believe.
And it's anybody's round. It's anybody's fight.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. 60 seconds. Let's ride. Let's go. I love it, though. Both guys want to win. Both guys are out there wanting to win. Acknowledging his corner there. A little thumbs up action.
Love this sport. Heathcock with another left. Jimenez trying to close the distance. 20 seconds left in the fight. Superman punch from Brynn.
There we go. Is it?
Oh, left from Jimenez does land there. But again, great job of stuffing the takedown by Heathcock. Did not let him get one of those. Elbow on the way out, on the way up. And I mean, that's the closest to the takedown he got. It's after the bell. You can't count it. And honestly, the elbow strike from Heathcock, to me, other than Jimenez on the inside, was the strongest of that. Really close fight. Would not want to be a judge in this one. I would not be shocked if we're going to see a split decision. If you put me against the wall, I'm probably giving it to Jimenez 2-1, 29-20. But I'm not a judge, folks. Really great fight. I could see these guys running it back somewhere in the future.
Absolutely. The judges are earning their money with this fight right here. You know what I mean? It's anybody's fight. I'm ready to see what happens. Great takedown defense from Brynn tonight. I would like to see him do more with his takedown defense, though. You know, try to get some submissions off Vic, stay with pressure. But a great performance by Jimenez as well with the takedowns and his stand-up.
Watching some of the action right here in the final round, final 30 seconds. Here's that exchange I'm talking about right before the takedown. Again, Jimenez gets in there. He's able to get him up against the cage. watch this right here. Okay, we're going to cut away before the good stuff. Fantastic. Doing away. All right, I still don't see Jason Vargas in the cage. I wonder, is this going to be our first split decision of the evening? Not trying to jinx it, folks, but a very, very, very close fight.
They got a tough job with this one, you know, right before the main event. I mean,
here comes Vargas.
See what they say.
With a rather melancholy, concerned look on his face.
Uh-oh.
And here we go. Bruce is rounding up the fighters. We're going to find out how this one was judged.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecards for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 29-28 Jimenez, 29-28 Heathcock, and 30-27, declaring your winner by split decision, Edwin Jimenez. All right, here we are with your winner, Edwin Jimenez. Edwin, man, congratulations on the tough win. Brynn Heathcock never hands anybody a win, man. Tell us what sticks out in your mind about this victory.
A lot of things stick out, man. I've had a tough camp, this camp. It's a lot of life challenges that have been thrown my way. It's a lot of stress. There's a lot of things that almost made me think that I wasn't going to be able to do this. In general, I feel like there's no way, to do something other than to go straight through the obstacle. So quitting was not going to be an option for me. I have tremendous respect for my opponent, but even a little bit of the way was an issue. So let me know, no excuses. It's just one of many other challenges that I've seen this camp. And, this time, today, I had to win. Any other day, it could be another opponent, like my last fight. So I'm just grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for the promoter. I'm grateful for the audience that comes and supports us. And I don't know, man, I'm just glad I took the win, but you can't take anything for granted. And I'm just grateful.
You got that right, and you have every reason to be grateful, every reason to be proud of the win. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner tonight, Edwin Jimenez.